Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Just gonna get right into this. This video is basically gonna be to show you what not to do when porting a saw. I built this saw. It's got some things in it that I would never do now. It's been built a long time. There's a video on the channel of this showing the full restoration of it. Yes, I done a full restoration on a little 024 wood boss. There was a little bit of reason behind it, but it cost me way more money to do than it was really worth, and I don't really like the saw. It runs like garbage. It's time to do something about it. Background on it, full restoration, cases split, bearings, seals, case gasket. I swear I even think I replaced the PTO side case half. Sometimes you can do that on a Stihl saw, sometimes you can't. Most times you can't. They were just not made up at all, but seemed like we was able to sit and mess with this one and make it work. Those of you that have been around the channel know that I'm very, very fluent with these saws. There's not much that I don't know about them. I've figured out what makes them tick, how to make them tick. And along the lines, figured out a lot of stuff that I feel you absolutely should not do to a saw. And this one's going to be a prime example when we get the cylinder off. You know, it may ruffle some feathers, may aggravate some people. You may say, well, you have older videos showing that stuff. I'd hate to say that you're probably right, but a lot of the stuff done in this I don't think I've deliberately told anyone to do. I've got some videos showing like some blend work and things on cylinders, but I don't think I've ever got any showing any actual preaching or telling someone to go in and hog stuff out. But if I do, I do. It just is what it is. A lot of foolishness out there. And we're going to port this. I've got another OEM cylinder picked up off eBay. It's untelling what I paid for it, probably more than it was worth. But I just want to redo this saw and get it to where it's enjoyable to run. Because they're very lightweight. If you've ran an 026, these saws are probably a pound, 2 pounds lighter than an 026, believe it or not. And it has been ran, it has been used. I've just gotten to the point where I have so many saws over there. You can't run them all. I think the last time I got this one out, the diaphragms in the carb were actually froze up, and I swear I'm thinking the thing wouldn't even start and run, or it would run, just wouldn't run very well or something along the lines of that. But like I said, this is going to piss some people off. Might be a longer video, might make it into multiple parts, and evidently we had some stripped out threads because there's a self-tapper ran in the front of that. Might have to go back with an M6 or something in that one. We'll just have to see, but evidently that one had some issues. Looks like the baffle's been cut out of that already. That's a good thing. It was a modified saw. I mean, it was borderline just full tilt, and there's video of it. It does run okay, but I think it could be made to run better. Seemed like I ran it in the, I'd raced a bunch of ported 40cc saws. This one I think did come out on top, but seemed like it was about dead even with my ported Husky 440. Oh, even a muffler gasket on that. Looks like I just used high temp silicone. We'll have to find a muffler gasket to go back in there. But it was sealed up and working, but I don't think I have any high temp silicone laying around. And a lot of people wouldn't even have shown that. They probably would have just edited that mess out. But let's see what's next. I've got to pull this handle off. Or the top part of the handle, rather. If my memory serves me correct, it should be a flat head. If it's got the correct screw in it. A lot of people hate Stihl saws just for stuff like this. I've seen some dude bitch and go on because he had to take one screw out to pull the handle cover off to get the carburetor off. Dig around behind that. I'm trying to do this in real time. I ain't trying to brag and show how fast I can pull something apart. I'm just pulling it down because someone may need to see it. I want to pull the cylinder off in real time. Just give you guys a look at what I feel things shouldn't be done. Now this cylinder has been decked by hand. Squish has been set on it. That's something I've done on these for a long time before I ever got a lathe. They are ways to tighten squish up on Husqvarna saws, but it gets really tricky, really tedious, really time consuming, but it can be done. There shouldn't be no fuel in this thing. I went and drained the fuel out of all my saws a while back. Right, there's no fuel in it. I think that's a Duke's carburetor. I'll get to looking around. I've probably got an OEWT carburetor here somewhere when stick back on it. About know I do somewhere. Get our little seal ring out. I think we're ready to jerk the cylinder off, guys. It's that simple, that quick to do. And you almost have to have that small tool to get in there. That's an actual Stihl tool, believe it or not. I got paid like 17 bucks for that thing. And those holes are tiny that it goes down in. No joke. I've always got a big bright video light blasting me right in the face. I can't half see with it there. Hard to tell them what glue's on that. I've been using Moto Seal forever. I did use Durco HT for a while. We're about to find out, I guess. Might want to take your plug wire off. Might help things out. We're going to want our cylinder bolts up out there. 1, 2, 3. Someone's going to say put an 026 or a 260 top end on it. You can't do that because of the shorter crankshaft. I'm sure you can or could with enough machine work, and you know, I've got a brand new 260 top end over there, but then our low top plastic wouldn't work. This one ain't butchered up as bad as I remember, but we'll bring you guys in, give you a good close-up look at it. Just things that I wouldn't do anymore, but I don't know. This one don't look as bad as I was thinking. Might not necessarily help anything, but alright guys. This one's not really, it's hogged out pretty good, but not hogged out as much as I was thinking. But on this small cylinder, there's really only so much material. But for reference, on the left, stock transfer port. That port needs nothing. Building a saw now today, learning what I've learned over the years. I wouldn't touch it. I'd leave it the hell alone. It'll do just fine. Transfer port on the right. I would not do this anymore. Honestly, for this to have good case compression, this setup would honestly probably need a full circle piston, not a windowed piston. You know, this is things I've seen other builders show and say to do. And, you know, I do have videos, I know, showing me blending that lip in, but I don't think anywhere I would say to go in and hog anything out. I'm not necessarily saying going in and blending, doing a little bit of texture work, would necessarily hurt anything, but in my opinion, and take note, I did do this, that is taken too far. You know, this saw performed okay. It could perform a whole lot better, and it will when we go back together. You know, I'll have to dig around, see if I can find some footage of it before, but what happens is you lose all of your case compression. If you have any intake timing at all, I guess we should have put a timing wheel on that, and we may do that. We may clean it up, put a timing wheel on it, and, you know, see where things are at. Might be. I'm pretty sure this saw has a really healthy timing advance. When I was messing with it the last time, I was trying to ring it for all it was worth. It just never would perform the way I wanted. At the end of the day, it is only 41 cc's, but I've ran 200 T's that were stronger, I think. So it's going to be pretty tight. Could probably even go on down to thinner solder, but I think we'll be alright there, just for reference. .22, they're set up pretty good. We have an intake open, and I'm going to call it 77.5. Okay guys, intake note, you know, I did do this saw, that's why we're doing this, that's why we're going back into it. Exhaust roof of 93. All I can do is chuckle and laugh. Yeah, I'm about afraid to check out this hot mess and see what's up. Turned on. 93. She should have been a screamer. Maybe an 044 carb and a full circle crank. I'm thinking I'm going to have to put a battery in this degree, which means we're more than likely going to have to reset things again. But see what we got. We're brightening back up now. I have no idea what was going on at the time of me messing with this saw or going back into it. Got 22 thou squish, 93 exhaust, 118 transfer, and 77 on the intake. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, pretty insane, and some pretty massively hogged out lowers. How it even ran and cut at all is about a mystery, I guess, but yeah, that's where we're at on that. Guys, that's what not to do. I don't know if I'll make this a big long video or just end it here and do the next video just showing what I think should be done to it, which might be the smartest thing to do, and just kind of leave it there. But yeah, quit raising your exhaust roofs a mile, quit hogging things out. Intake, I guess, is fine. It looked okay. It wasn't hogged out or widened, overly widened or anything. Yeah, guys, y'all have a good one.